What up, everybody? It's DJ AlphaTyler, and we are back again with another reaction. Hey, y'all know what we're coming for. Y'all already seen the title, all that stuff. We're checking out MarcLegend with Perfect Picture, the official music video. We're checking out MarcLegend for the very first time, and I'm excited to see what we're coming for. Before we jump into it, a couple of things I got to say. Number one, if you guys haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button down below to join the Alpha team. Don't forget to ding that notification bell to get on the notification squad, so that you always know when we got some new content dropping. Like the video if you enjoyed the reaction. If you haven't heard the original, link to it's going to be down in the description below. Make sure you head over there, like, share, and subscribe. Check out MarcLegend. Let's see what we're bringing though with this Perfect Picture track. Without further ado, let's get it. Okay. Initial thoughts. Ooh, I heard the scratches coming in there too. I'm a big fan of when that comes in. You know. But hey, my man coming in, he coming in, you know, walking in front of the sunset. We get that little feels vibe going from the hook. I imagine that's gonna set up the hook. We get that little feels vibe coming in and everything. We coming through. You better put me in an emotional place. I'm just saying. Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
That's it. Sometimes I wish I could use a time machine so I could tell the lost ones what they meant to me, or tell my younger self what life was set to be, or how most love was zigzag like the lead to Z.
I had to hear real quick. I'm moving my hat up out of the way a little bit just to make sure I'm hearing this mix as clean as I can, because there's a little bit on the mix right here that I feel like is coming through a little bit fuzzy to me. Let me run this back real quick.
Self what life was set to be, or how most ones what they meant to me, or tell my younger self what life was set to be, or how most love was zigzag like the lead to Z. I picture life is perfect. I picture life is perfect. But no picture's perfect. But no picture's perfect. I picture life is perfect. I picture life is perfect. But no picture's perfect. But no picture's perfect.
Okay. So the only thing I'll say right here, I think what a lot of people will kind of zone in on is saying that that he's a little bit repetitive lyrically and everything. But I mean, we talking about them flaws, we talking about them issues, we talking about nothing ever playing out exactly how you want it to be. We're talking about life is not perfect. We're talking about things don't always go according to your plan, man. I'm with that 100%, because I mean, real talk, my man's bringing facts right here.
Or how most love was zigzag like the lead to Z. I picture life is perfect. I picture life is perfect. But no picture's perfect. But no picture's perfect. I picture life is perfect. I picture life is perfect. But no picture's perfect. But no picture's perfect.
One thing I'll give that piece too, it's super catchy. Like the second time through, you know, I'm already ready to kind of jump in, you know, run through that with him and everything. I mean, but don't we all get an image of life and say that we're going to play out according to our plan? We're going to get all the things that we want. We're going to do things our way, hit things in our order, so on and so forth. But then when we actually get to it, when it actually plays out, we find out, you know, I pictured life is perfect. I picture everything picture perfect. But no life is perfect. Like nothing goes exactly the way you want it to, the exact way that you're gonna expect it to. Come on now. Come on though.
Picture this, we're perfect, my boo. We were. Now the perfect picture is broken in two.
Ooh, I like that. Oh, hold up. Because I was talking about that repetitive piece, and I was saying people are gonna zone in on the repetitive piece. But he's taking that repetitive piece and he's kind of breaking it and turning it. And so, I mean, that kind of kills the criticism I had right there. Okay, let's go.
It's perfect. I pictured life is perfect, but no picture's perfect. But no picture's perfect.
Yeah.
Picture this, we're perfect, my boo. We were. Now the perfect picture is broken in two.
Yeah.
And we done fell off like we were missing a screw. Hearts go.
We were the perfect picture. We got broken in two. That perfect picture now that's been ripped in half. It's been shattered. It's been destroyed and everything. But now, and because of all this, like I fell off, like I'm missing a screw. Like, okay.
Gone in the storm, where all the memories blew right out the door. I wish I could tell my younger self to get the most important message. When the dogs told me to actually enjoy my adolescence, trying to handle life like a wrench with antidepressants, adjusting for the grip like the wrench is crescent.
We talking about adjusting for the grip, like the wrench is crescent, like the wrench ain't really even able to lock on there and everything. Talking about wish I could tell my younger self, you know, get a grip and everything instead of leaning on them antidepressants like a wrench. Like, we ain't looking for a wrench as a tool, you know what I'm saying? We preach about it all the time, man. Break away, do them things, man. There's too many natural ways to overcome them issues you're dealing with. Get over that, man. Move on. Deal with that stuff in a more healthy way, because antidepressants and you know, anxiety medicine, all that stuff, like if you're using it, if you need it, like, lean on it, man. Absolutely, there's no weakness in using it and leaning on it, but understand, like, that stuff comes with a cost too. And, you know, push yourself, man. Get to that point.
Crazy, we're cold-hearted, and I kept you warm and coalescent. I felt like this was a game show with multiple contestants, and I only shine for you. My love was fluorescent, and I always put you on top. I made your earth luminescent. Now my heart's...
Now, some of his rhyme schemes are a little bit scattered and everything, and so and you know, I'm noticing a little bit of timing issue in the delivery that I would kind of change up a little bit, but no hate on it, because I mean, the story that's coming across is absolutely shining through 100%. And I mean, he's fitting these lines in to tell the story, and this to me is a song more focused on storytelling, you know, talking about that lost love, talking about that issue with that perfect picture that got broken up, and, you know, wondering where we went and why everything ended up the way it did.
I felt like this was a game show with multiple contestants, and I only shine for you. My love was fluorescent, and I always put you on top. I made your earth luminescent. Now my heart's broken, and I'm recovering, I'm convalescing. I don't know why you were so tempted to mess with the dudes with the essence of a child infested with BS in all directions. Someone must have gave you a bottle of real man suppressant. Sometimes I
see, and right there, like, that kind of felt a little bit rushed to me, but I'm forgiving it because it's getting the story through and everything. And so I mean, my biggest knock on this track would be kind of to talk about that flow, to talk about that cadence, talk about the pieces that we're cramming in a little bit, just because they throw off the timing. But I mean, it's still super enjoyable to listen to, and so it's not even really a knock. It's not really detracting from me. If I was not sitting here reacting to it, actually like tearing apart the song, then I would not be picking up on those pieces probably.
Convalescent. I don't know why you were so tempted to mess with the dudes with the essence of a child infested with BS in all directions.
And it's funny because on the same note, I really like some of his staggered timings where he's kind of trailing off on the end of the words to bleed into the next line that he's got. You know, I'm trying to do it while I'm talking right here, but it's not giving the same effect. But you know, he's pausing to bleed in, to push through, and I do enjoy that piece of it.
Someone must have gave you a bottle of real man suppressant. Sometimes I wish I could use a time machine so I could tell the lost ones what they meant to me, or tell my younger self what life.
Man, I made a song like back in 2007 talking all about that same thing, man. Sometimes I wish I could build a time machine to go back and tell people, to tell opportunities, you know, all these things that I missed out on, what it meant to me, like what that chance, what that person, what that whatever, you know. Sometimes you just want to go back because I mean, you don't catch the past, you know.
Machine, so I could tell the lost ones what they meant to me, or tell my younger self what life was set to be, or how most love was zigzag like the letter Z. I picture life is perfect. I picture life is perfect, but no picture's perfect. But no picture's perfect. I pictured life is perfect. I pictured life is perfect, but no picture's perfect. But no picture's perfect. I pictured life is perfect, but no picture's perfect. Purchase supposedly the purpose. My presence is potent as Perkins, but more.
And that's probably where that flow kind of shows the most off to me, is in this piece right here, because that I mean, that was crammed. That was hitting me pretty hard right there, you know.
Perfect, but no picture's perfect. Purchase supposedly the purpose. My presence is potent as Perkins, but more powerful, determined, working, forcing urgence. As a servant shaking, needing healing all over disasters like Jergens. Speaking of the forces, it's Star Wars now.
Wait, we call the disasters like Jergens?
As a servant shaking, needing healing all over disasters like Jergens. Speaking of the forces, it's Star Wars, not just NASA, Dedicating this to my NASA and Air Force retired grandpa, being born in a...
Oh, when he pointed out NASA too, I realized the video is flipped. That's gonna bug me so much.
It's Star Wars, not just NASA, Dedicating this to my NASA and Air Force retired grandpa, being born in the 90s.
So shout out to Grandpa though for being retired from the Air Force. Appreciate his service, appreciate your family, man.
1930s as an African American had to been one of the hardest things to do, but we were so proud of all.
Hey, that's facts too, though. Like back in them days, like it wasn't easy to be in the Air Force or in the military at all as a black man.
In the 1930s, as an African American, had to been one of the hardest things to do, but we were so proud of seriously, the news had me belligerently and deliriously wondering why we couldn't be next to you as you were experiencing your last moments. We couldn't see you because of COVID and people not taking it seriously while it's tearing me.
Ooh, my man's talking right here. He's saying he lost his grandpa during COVID, during the lockdowns and everything. Couldn't even go out and see him. Man, that's rough, man. My prayers legit go out to your family for that, because that's a hard loss already, and especially when you compound it by not being able to be there in those last few minutes. Come on now.
And my family's chances to be there by your side, like nothing in life was preparing me for the day you left us physically, but trust never mentally. So I just wonder, what am I doing here? Then I remember your guidance and keep you with me like a souvenir. Sometimes I wish I could use a time machine so I could tell the lost ones.
Hey, I love that too, because we talking about when those pass, like we gotta carry them with them, or carry them with us, carry their memories, you know, carry what they taught us. Carry him like a souvenir. He's saying he's carrying his grandpa like a souvenir in the heart, you know, forever. Like moving on through, keeping the messages, keeping everything that came along with that with him. Man, that's how we honor somebody, though, for real.
Me like a souvenir. Sometimes I wish I could use a time machine so I could tell the lost ones what they meant to me, or tell my younger self what life was set to be, or how most love was zigzag like the letter Z. I picture life as perfect. I picture life as
just got that too. Tell love is zigzag like the letter Z. Come on now.
Love was zigzag like the letter Z. I picture life as perfect. I picture life as perfect, but no picture's perfect. But no picture's perfect. I pictured life as perfect. I pictured life as perfect, but no picture's perfect. But no picture's perfect.
Time packed into this, man. Absolutely a song to get you in your feels. Absolutely a song to talk about them darker things and all that, man. I really enjoyed this. I mean, you know, like I said, I got some issues with kind of where the flow goes a little bit, how that cadence is running and stuff, but beat selection, fantastic on this one. I mean, you know, we talking about heartbreak. We talking about multiple types of heartbreak. We kind of getting through, you know, we talking about struggles and all that stuff. You know, I was expecting when I heard how this beat started off, how the song started off, I was expecting something to get me in my feels, and it did. But I mean, you know, shout out to Grandpa and everything. I mean, we talking not just like love heartbreak, but we talking legit heartbreak. We talking, you know, loss. We talking all that stuff, man. And this right here really brings it together. I mean, this one gives us, you know, a full fit of, you know, just kind of all the different aspects that you could be hitting. And you know, to me, I always look at a storytelling song. It's a little bit forgivable if it misses the cadence occasionally and stuff. You know, if the flow gets off and stuff a little bit, as long as you're telling that story, as long as you're keeping what you're coming to point out intact, I can forgive a little bit, you know, mixing up here and there on that flow, on that cadence, rushing, slowing down, whatever the case may be. And that's kind of what I saw in this one. This was a dope track, though. I mean, my man hit fire right here. Like, you know, it's a solid story. It's a deep story, and I really enjoyed it. It was my first time hearing MarcLegend. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it too. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought. Make sure if you guys did enjoy the song, you don't only like, share, subscribe over here. Make sure that you head over down in the description. You'll find the link to the original video. Make sure you guys go show it some love. Like, share, subscribe. Let them know AlphaTyler sent you, all that good stuff. But overall, I would say let's make sure, like, when we're making these videos, like, we don't have it flipped and everything, because that's going to stand out, especially if it's an emphasis point for, you know, something you're saying in the song. Like if I'm saying Alcoholics Anonymous, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want my hat flipped around showing it backward, because that's just going to kind of give that little confusing piece and everything. But make sure that you guys get down, go show some love, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me for this one, watching it all the way through. If you did, comment down below, let me know what you thought about the track, all that good stuff. I'm DJ AlphaTyler. Hope y'all are staying safe, taking care as always, and I'm gonna catch you guys next time.
Karen's right, cause the managers won't take their falls. Grab your balls, you a grown-ass man, whining and crying like it's a party you're playing, can understand. Yeah, you reppin' that you go hard, rapping with no bars, reckon you a joke, only ripping off the real stars. I I got the diabolic rhyme, and you know we're gonna have one hell of a time. Stick a sip of the shot, common sense in your mind. Been on the sideline watching, aging like a fine wine inferno in your mind, like Dante in the 9-9.